Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Note of Facts. Tonight I'm going to talk about everything you'd like to hear or don't like to hear, and personally, I could care less. If you want to come and stop me, come up and stop me. It's 2:30 on Tuesday, the 24th. Come on up here, Parker Road. I'm right here. You'll see me if you got guts enough. I want to start off with a couple of beautiful emails I got. It pertains to Dr. Sawyer and Mr. Collins. Superintendent Dr. Sawyer should step down to make $185,000 a year available to the school budget. His yearly salary before benefits. His job can be done much better by a lower paid person, $85,000 a year. A business accountant could do it. Plus, he has an assistant, Mr. Collins, probably making $100,000. Regional position in 4 towns, just like they are doing with the dog catcher and Board of Health. May have to be initiated at state level. Mrs. Kane and the Lieutenant Governor must push it. I agree wholeheartedly, Mr. Robert K. I agree wholeheartedly. Dr. Sawyer, as far as I'm concerned, they serve no purpose except steal money. And they make phony charts, and they expect people to believe them. Well, there's a lot of ignorant, stupid people in town that believe their phony charts they make. Those charts are not from the school administration in Boston. They're their own made-up charts. And they're saying, what are they going to do with the enrollment? There's nothing wrong with the enrollment. There's nothing wrong with the enrollment. It's going to stay the same. Because you jerks saying it's right? I'm telling you. Good thing I ain't in front of you right now, both of you. I'm getting sick and tired of your rotten, filthy, dirty, stinking lies in the way you're stealing money from the special needs children. Yeah, I got parents who have special needs children, and all as they hear is, "Oh, we haven't got more money for that. We haven't got more money for that," because it's going in your pockets. That's where it's going. Bunch of crooked rats. Both of you're a bunch of rats. And here's another one about the town manager. Like the facts on the money stuff. New town manager should move to town and get out of the job. Does not seem into the job, for what I can see. No Dan Magato, that's for sure. That's for sure, no Dan Magato. Dan Magato was a gentleman, and he had a brain in his head. This kid here, he's not proving anything to me. He's taking a word of all these dumb boards, especially this rotten, stinking, filthy finance committee. I'm so glad Donna O'Connor and, what's his name? Simicoli or something, I don't know. And that Rutliano guy retired. I don't know much about Rutliano. I can't say nothing about him. He's probably a good guy. But I'm glad they got out of there. The only thing I hope is they get out of there, Matt Adler and Mark Murray. Mark Murray's a two-face, and Matt Adler's a snake in the grass. A real snake in the grass. Unbelievable. What, are they going to give all the money to the school committee like the old finance committee members did? They're not going to, and I'm going to make a fool out of them if they do. That's a promise. That's a promise, Mr. Adler. Brietta Kopp, Vetta, Murray, Aaron Howard. I'll make a fool out of you. As it is right now, the membership on my side is growing like it's growing and growing and growing. You're all being exposed, spending residents' money like water, like it was trash. You're the trash. Remember that. You're the trash. No one else is. You're the trash. in his build school and water treatment plant. That's a lot of. What does the water treatment superintendent know about water? He don't know from his elbow. He's ignorant. He lives in Holden. And I'm not saying anything bad about the selectmen. They're water commissioners. They're probably not up to snuff on looking into water. But he goes before them and tells them a bundle of lies. Get out of office, resign, and get someone who knows about water problems in his place. This town is going downhill so fast, and you people are letting it go downhill. Keep letting it go downhill. Go ahead, keep letting it go downhill. Go ahead. Until the state takes over the school department. That's coming next. Bunch of jerks. They're all a bunch of jerks in the school department. What a great school department. There are plenty of people out there who want the job and who will do a good job. This town hires crooks, liars, and people who love to rob money. Who suffers but the children. When is that going to stop? As long as we have the people we have now, it'll never happen. Have a honest school department, but add more people who can hang around the amount of people we have in the main office. Now is a disgrace. That's all they do is hang around and have coffee. They have a coffee when they go to work and go in the kitchen and sit there for half an hour, and they go to coffee, get another coffee when they're in there working, while there's poor parents waiting for paperwork to be typed up and signed by people, and they're not doing a thing about it. It's them sitting on their fat butts. What a town. What a rotten, filthy, stinking, dirty town. You want to bump me off? Come on, bump me off. Come on. I'll show you. Bunch of jerks. Just hang around some more. After all, drink more coffee. That's why people never get the paperwork they need. It's going to happen. Not as usual. Don't do your job. Residents need paperwork now. Not when you finish coffee. Please quit because you don't care, that's for sure. When the school department gets shut down, what do you do then? Buy your coffee? Enough is enough. Not all the people in the town hall get away with murder. Why can't people do their job? Why without coffee? Another way to waste time. What's wrong with their boss? Is he in cahoots too? What does he drink? 2 or 3 cups of coffee, or you bring the coffee to him? Yeah, that leads without saying. It all goes back. They don't care either. Why don't they resign? We pay their salary. It means we throw money away out the window. They're no better than us. I see them wrong, and I will tell you some of you don't care because some of these people are your friends of the people who in these departments. But the biggest thing is when the superintendent hides behind filing cabinets and hides when he should answer the residents. That's nothing but a dirty, rotten, filthy pig, as far as I'm concerned. The superintendent, the water superintendent, superintendent of schools, Collins, and the town manager, they should all resign. They're no good. They're no good at all. No good whatsoever. They're going to put this town down. You're going to be moving out of this town. They're moving out fast enough, the people. They're moving out fast enough. Bunch of jerks. Bunch of filthy jerks. What's he good for? Nothing to change the subject. The water superintendent in Holden cannot come up with a definitive way to get rid of the smell and taste. What has he done? So far, nothing. Most people are getting sick. Precinct 2 is getting the brunt of the main issue. He never will because he does not know what he's doing. Before the selectmen and tell him a load of BS. They are not water commissioners. I don't see anyone asking for his resignation. Well overdue. Get some people who know what they're doing. But this town is different. People in this office who don't know nothing. Smarten up. I have kept Boston and the Mass Health Department in tune with all what's going on in this friggin' town. I don't care It's been too long overdue. What about the little babies having their food mixed with this rotten, filthy water and going and take baths with rusty water? Yeah, you people don't understand that, do you? You people don't understand that. You don't want to understand it. That's the trouble. You don't want to understand it. You're gung-ho for this town, and you're gung-ho for all these dumb officials we have. The school department and the finance department are the two worst ones. The planning board, zoning board, the two Lake Quinsigamond things, the water commissioners, the Quinsigamond board, they're all good people. They know what they're doing. People don't care. These bills are coming out. What people must do. How long must this go on? Get people who know what they are doing. Why don't you get them? Because they will find what you should be doing. Well, so far, you're doing nothing. Please resign now. Cleaning products are running out in the markets. Who will pay for these products? No, you will, with no excuses. Send all your bills. Send all your bills to the water department for all your cleaning products. That's the best thing you can do. That's the very best thing you can do. And maybe they'll smarten up. Send them. What, you ain't got the guts? You ain't got the guts? Send them. I send mine to them, and I could care less. Bunch of jerks. No more lies. You know what you're doing. Nothing. We deserve results, but in Shrewsbury, the town hall don't see with the residents. Politicians, senators won't help. I got people you have shafted, and they will all come and sign an affidavit on what you did. Just wait. You're nothing going on to get away with it. Retired or not, no excuses. Your days have come to an end. All you phonies that this could be a nice town. But all you rats killed it. The school department is for a big surprise. Also, all the years you've made parents of all these children feel like trash. You're the trash. You're the trash. You yelled at them and treated them like garbage. You're the decay, filth, and most dishonest group in finance committee. Also, you're both scumbags. You're both scumbags forever. I also have documents I will speak out about what you all did to these good people. This town must know what trash really is. Try and stop me. The best part is your names are all over everything. I'm going to give you examples of 6 or 7 things that happened in this town. I want you to ask the officials what went on in this project. I know where the money came from. I know where the money came from. God rest his soul, I don't want to talk about Mr. Carney, but I will. We're talking millions. Millions! First of all, the Donahue Rowing Center. What happened there with the discharge line for the sewer? Go ask an official. The Floral Street School, the ground. There was never a 21E study done. That's an environmental study of the ground. When it was a greenhouse on a higher hill above the Floral Street site, all the chemicals with the prevailing winds dumped all the chemicals all over the ground. There was never a 21E study done. I went to the basement of the Floral Street School where they keep all the records. No wonder they keep them there. It's all damp. It's not finished. There's no humidifiers or nothing. Dehumidifiers, they're all rusty papers and corroded and all dried out. That's what this town is. They cover lies. They cover lies. And they make one lie after another lie after another lie. Go up there and try to get a copy of a paper. You're all full of it. Here's my phone. I ain't going to answer it either. One road in town that gets paved every year, once a year, whether it needs it or not. What road is that? Ask the officials. Ask the officials about all this stuff. Ask the officials about all this stuff. The Floral Street Gym. Why is there no showers in the Floral Street Gym? Why? Because when the Floral Street School was being built, the neighbors used the basketball courts that were there. They had a big fight with Mr. Connie, and they threatened to sue the town. So Mr. Connie made him put a gym in the Floral Street School, but with no showers or lockers. What the hell good is that? They could be renting it out, leasing it out for other towns and cities to play games there. Yeah, ask your officials about these things. Ask your officials. No, you won't. You'll be too coward. You're like little mouses. Oh, I ain't gonna talk to him. He'll yell at me. Who cares if he yells at you? Who cares? I will state more and more problems in the past on future shows, believe me. And there's a lot I can state. Just those issues alone, we're talking at least $5 or $6 million. At least that. At least that. This town don't care. This will do it. This will do it for now. But ask the officials. Do you think they will tell you the truth? Keep dreaming. They know some. They know some. Maybe not. Find out. Ask officials whether they'll tell you the truth or lie. You will see. You will see. I will do this show until I die. Someone must tell the truth, not cover up everything. Has been covered up is up now. Someday I will tell all, and believe me, I will tell all. Send every resident a survey on how the town is run. All boards, committees, also stop these shows between Donna O'Connor and the town manager. She is just a nosy and malignant sore on you, and must know what's going on. I will not do her no good, because she doesn't understand anything, just being a big shot. That's all, to no avail. That's all she is a big shot, big phony. She'll be a phony now, and she'll be a phony forever. But all you brown noses, oh, I love Donna O'Connor. Well, good. So why'd you stay with her? Why'd you move in with her? You love her. Go ahead. Excuse me. There's another important person that called me about something that Shrewsbury went wrong. I get those calls morning, noon, and night. He's going to call me later on them. He'll get me more facts. He'll get more facts. He'll get me more facts. Beale School is crazy to get going. So soon after the library project. That's what they do in this town. They finish one project, and before it's ended, they're shoving another one down your throat for Prop 2.5 money to get another 2.5 started. But you people are stupid enough to vote for it. Smarten up! Smarten up, all you stupid people! The hell is wrong with you? Bunch of jerks! All a bunch of jerks! Sherwood High School and all within the last 20 years, town is turning into a welcome wagon for Far East families who try to out baby our country to bring whole families from India and alike. Here's some good info. Dog catcher is retiring into the year, getting recognized with Grafton and Westboro. We pay major share. Leona loves her Chinese buffets and would sleep it off during at SAC Park in her hiding spot in the woods, where she was useless anyway. That's written by, I hate to say it, but it's written by a town official, and I'm not mentioning his name because I like the guy. He probably caught her, and he didn't want to make it worse than what it is. He didn't want to make it worse than what it is. Leave it in here. But people, you got to smarten up. You got to smarten up. They're just blowing your money down the drain. They're just blowing your money down the drain. and a street in Shrewsbury to get paved every year. It's off of Maple Ave. It's off of Maple Ave. Every year it gets paved whether it needs it or not. It's a short street. What happens there? Who takes care of that? Who takes care of that? You don't know. I don't know. But believe me, I'm going to find out. Believe me, I'm going to find out. This new town manager should be looking up all these facts I just stated with the school and Floral Street and the library and all the other stuff. He should be looking up these things, but no. Why should he? He takes the word of all these boards that don't know nothing. I hate to say it, but the Finance Committee is going downhill with Adler, with Vedder, and Mark Murray. Mark Murray resigned off the school committee after I told him to resign. He thinks he's a big shot, but he's not. He didn't know nothing about nothing. And these other guys, these other people on him, they're ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. They're not gonna. You get three of them that are gonna vote for. Whoever and whatever. In the housing authority. You have Kelly Bergeron, Gail Vigent, Paul Campanello, Anthony Coltrera, Richard Ricker, and Bruce Parody. Well, I can say Kelly Bergeron and Richie Ricker and Tony Coltrera are good people. The rest of them, I wouldn't give you a nickel for them. And I don't care if they I don't care what they think of me either. I could care less what they think of me. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. How's that, people? But you want to be a big shot? Go ahead. Keep kissing the behinds of all the officials. Keep kissing their big fat behinds. Because they're going to go up to town hall and find out all the secrets and blabber it all over like they know how to do. And believe me, if any people know how to do it, they do. They're all a bunch of phonies, big shots, and show-offs. I want to read for a couple of things. I only got a little while from this book. It's a good book. It tells you where all these things came from. Why is taking the hair of the dog a hangover cure? In the Middle Ages, people treated a dog bite with ashes of canine culprit's hair. This magical logic came from the Romans, who believed the cure of any ailment included a hangover could be found in its cause. Its principle applied in modern medicine with the use of vaccines and immunization. The hair of the dog treatment for hangovers advises to make you feel better. You should take another drink of the same thing to make you feel so bad. Why is the final drink before a journey called one for the road? One for the road can be dangerous if you intend to drive, but expressions was coined long before the automobile. It comes from the ancient English tradition of offering condemned felons a final drink at all pubs on the road to the Tyburn tree, where they were about to be publicly executed by hanging. Why is cheap whiskey called hooch? Hooch is a short form for hoochino, a liquor distilled by natives of Alaska and discovered by American soldiers while they were stationed there in 1867. It became a favorite among the miners during the 1898 Klondike Gold Rush. The name hoochino was taken from the Alaskan tribe's name, which means grizzly bear fort. Who invented cocktail? No one knows what the origin of the word cocktail, but we accept the definition as being one of the mixtures of alcoholic drinks, each with a different recipe. Archaeology evidence of the first known cocktail dates back to 3000 BC. Terracotta vases were used to uncover banks of the Tigris River between Iraq and Iran, with traces of tartaric acid indicating wine, along with fermented beer, honey, and apples. Proof that the ancients enjoyed many drinks. Good for them. Today, the city with the largest number of bars per capita in the world is Halifax, Nova Scotia. You should all go there. Last one. A bender is prolonged. Why is a long drinking spree called a bender? Well, a bender is prolonged, irresponsible, dangerous bout of drinking when it took its name from patrons of London, England. Ale houses during the 1850s to promote drinking. It was common for a tavern to offer patrons all they could drink for a tuppence a day. So 6 pence was good for 3 days. The 6 pence coin, which was worth about a quarter, was named a bender, because if it wasn't phony, it could not be easily be bent. Since the bendable coin guaranteed 3 days of liberation, the subsequent binge became known as a bender. I will read more of this. I got this whole thing when I finish my monologue of how I hate the town in future shows. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. And if you like my show, fine. If you don't, I could care less.